late. I'm late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How's everybody doing? I don't even have music playing. How have I done this? Why have I done this? Let's listen to some ambient music today. Why is it not loading? God dang it. Everything's all messed up. Everything's all messed up. Oh, there we go. Oh, Spotify is bugging out. Okay. Can you open Stardew? Hey, JP, how's it going? I am late. I've got this on the wrong screen. Okay, window capture. Please, actually. Every time. There we go. Missed you in the trials episode. I know. It was unfortunate. The day that we ran that was the day that I had found out my mother had cancer, and I was just, there was so much going on that it just like stressed me the hell out, and I couldn't even partake. So it sucked, but it is what it is. So I wasn't sad that I missed it. So it just happened to be that it was why is it not showing what song's playing for me? I've got to refresh Spotify. Spotify's not loaded properly. There we go. Are you actually working? Oh my god. Man. The reason I'm late. Yeah, no, honestly, believe me when I say I would have done way worse than Blade. I have never won a round of what's it called? Battle Royale. So I'm not able to watch right now, but I'll keep it open. Have a nice streaming. Thanks, Sircan. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. Okay. Yes. We have to make it to level 100 in the Skull Caverns on hard mode. And I promised that we were going to do it. That we were going to do it with Monster Musk on. It is Monster Musk time. Let's go. Okay. We need those. I can mix the Iridium Band with the Luck Ring, right? Do we want to? Thanks for the stone, George. Much appreciated. Let's go mix our rings first. Where's our gems? No, that's fishing. Bombs. I was gonna make a joke about Matthew and Skull Cavern, but somebody called me on it a few days ago. Who could have done that? Who could have done that? Who would do that to you, Zara? Why would somebody be so mean? Wonder who that could be. Well, where did I put my fucking truffles? Oh my god. Oh, I put it with animal products, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. We're gonna have to go buy more slingshot ammo. What do we want with the Java ring? Oh, the Savage ring is what we want. No, Savage ring is already mixed with the Burglar's ring. So I need something to go with the Hot Java ring. Does the Burglar's ring stack? I know the like the crit ring or the damage ring doesn't stack with the special on the club. We're missing one ring. Stardew rings. We could go Slime Charmer. I don't think that's a good idea. Vampire Ring's not going to be good enough for anything. Knockback, no. I love the Topaz Ring. Increases weapon precision by 10%. Effect, nothing. Does nothing. Increases critical strike power by 10%. Weapon speed. Crab shell wouldn't be terrible. Combination of glow and magnet rings. Oh, is the glowstone ring actually better than the iridium band? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. I need to figure out what we're doing with this. I'm not as familiar with the rings. I just make sure to have my slime one paired with something good. I don't plan on using the slime ring. Slime ring is just don't get hit forehead kind of thing. And you'll see why We aren't going to be wearing that ring much. I think we either go with the... You know what? I'm going to go with the napalm ring. I have the napalm ring, right? The napalm ring has potential to be useful. Oops. That is what I'm looking for. Okay, so we're going to figure out our rings today. I've got that one combined with Iridium Band on my Perfection farm. That's fair. Where am I going? It is so far to run that way. Yeah, we've got to go buy some explosive ammo. I have the key to the town. Why is it locked? Let me in. This... Oh, is it a festival day? Oh, you're right. Frick. Let's go dance with somebody. I wanna dance with somebody. Wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, wanna dance with somebody. So many ancient fruit. By the way, I don't know if I'll be playing it after stream or whatever, or after Stardew in like 2 or 3 hours. If you guys, I don't know if, well, man, I should just finish my thoughts. I have been playing the new game Lost Ark. It is so good. If you guys would like, I'm probably going to be playing it regardless after I'm finished stream. So if you guys want to watch, let me know, and I will continue playing. On stream. If not, then no problem. I'll just play it by myself. 287 ancient fruit. We'd love to see that. That's not where that goes. Okay. Oof. Lost Ark is a really cool new... Oh, whoops. It's a really cool new MMO. Kind of based off of Diablo, which is really weird because Diablo was like not at all an MMO. It was like you could play with 3 friends or whatever, but now you can just play with everybody. Okay, we gotta talk to everybody. I would, but I'm going to my parents' house right after stream. It is the day I watch my yearly football game. Ah, yes, I forgot that today is that day. It is football day. No, we're not asking Sam. I would like to ask Sophia. However, I think it makes more sense for us to ask somebody else to get the free friendship points. Okay. Magnus, who isn't here. Jazz? Where's Jazz? We forgot Jazz and Vincent. Dorf, Caroline. Pierre can't, he's behind the thing. Martin not here, Apple's not here, Krobus, Leo, Claire, Morgan. No football watching for me, but I will make some yummy snacks. I'm thinking of ordering a pizza later. My mother is obsessed with the like days like today. Like she's a huge football stan. So she like I haven't seen her watch any football games other than the Grey Cup. But it is the Grey Cup, right? Okay, let's see which dateable person requires some extra hearts. I believe we shall coerce Emily. Emily or Olivia? Let's do Olivia. I understand it. Cheering for whatever gambling action my dad has on it. Fair. Who do we need more hearts with same mentality for the dance? Oh my god. It was fun. Time to go home. Freaking, of course it was a... is there anything else I need to do today? I don't think so. Oh, it's raining. Oh no. Okay. How many hearts did we get with her? 1. We got a full heart. Nice. That's the luck today. Star drop luck. Let's go. What is that emote? Thanks for the sea urchin. They'll look great in that bin over there. That's where I keep all my sea urchins. Okay. You're gonna let me buy the explosive ammo now, right? Easy. Next, we must go to the island and put our rings together. Slingshot for noobs. There is, in here, 2 different slingshot fire options. Hold and release is very slow, but a lot easier to do. Pull in the opposite direction is the one that everybody else uses. That is the best start, is figuring out which one you want to use and then practicing with it. All it really comes down to is practice. I don't know why I didn't use the teleport thing. I didn't bring any freaking shards with me. I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna restart the day because I want to go today and I don't want to waste a bunch of time. Yep, they laughed at me. They're like, how can this noob be so stupid? Nah, it's fine. I am a noob. Call myself a noob for a reason. Let's see if we get an actual useful item now. Wool. We like wool. Wool's useful. By the way, if you didn't know, was it 20 per or 25 per? I'll just go 10. Still scarred from Zach putting a temporary Stardew noob tattoo on his nipple on stream. I'll get mine permanent when I do get mine, so. Then I can show it off to you guys anytime. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm actually also going to grab the Monster Musk now, along with this stuff. No, I'm not going to use a dewdrop. We've already got really good luck. I'll bring these just in case. Yeah, nah, we'll leave the life elixirs. What was his response? Oh no, guys, I can't believe I put it upside down. How could I do this? Oh god, guys. Hey Kaylee, how's it going? Sounds like a Zach. Unsurpassable Zed's a weird guy. It was 20. Wee woo wee woo. Wee woo wee woo. Let's go. Oh wait, there's a weird wiggly thing. Oh, God, sometimes I wonder if I really wish I had those two as energy, or if it's better off that I don't. I forgot to Monster Musk up. Let's go. I don't have animation canceling on. Oh, dear Lord. We gotta eat some. The hitbox on these guys is weird. Yes, give me that gem. Hey, a foot. I don't think they're chaotic neutral. I think they're more lawful evil, if you're talking about D&D stuff. They really feel lawful evil, personally. Either that or, Hey, Slime Bob. You have bad news about one of my Pokemons. What's the issue with one of my Pokemon, Slime Bob? Oh no. Did I mess up? Oh, I do have a double Haley. I know that. Wait, she fainted? When did she faint? I'll have to go and rewatch. Oh my god, this is a lot of... Uh-oh. Oh, dang it. Having worked for Zach for 7 months, he is not... He's so unhinged. Okay, I'll double check there, and if I used her since, then I will, I'll figure something out as punishment. It's okay. Okay. Nah, I'm trying to hold myself to a set of rules. That is... If I messed up those rules, hold me accountable. Oh, I haven't been using... Fuck, I've been messing up. That's why we need people to like you and Therm to have some personality balance in the starter group. Fair. The thing is, I personally think of Therm as mostly chaotic good. Okay. So here is why I have all these rings. No, give me the coffee. Give me the coffee. Oh, we've got another... Let's see if we can get a double key gem. I don't think we can, but... Oh, we can! Let's go. I think napalm was a good choice, actually, because those things exploding. Oh. Oh, let's go. Just warp totems. Okay. Thank God we got an easy one. freaking stop with the warp totems. Over here. Man, I'm taking so much damage. The monster musk definitely not helping. However, it is in fact fun. Look at all the freaking mummies. That is satisfying. Let's get rid of the tibia. Oh, I should have gotten rid of the fertilizer. Out of all the range from good to bad, lawful to chaotic, what do you think where do you think I fall on the scale? Because I don't know if you guys, a lot of you pretty new to my content, so I don't know if how well you guys know me. Look at all that coffee. Oh my god. Chaotic good, Canadian. Probably say lawful good. Man, you guys. Oh. You guys. Man, if you ever see me play D&D, you guys are in for a surprise. Red cowboy hat. Oh. Do like that better than sap. Oh, let's go. Let's get all of you round up. Okay. All of you guys come up here. Everybody. Class, gather around. Gather around. Gather round. Mummies go boom. I don't think... First of all, I could stream with the Stardew crew because I know for a fact there's no way... Like, I personally am a DM. I DM everything. I've DM'd for something like 4 or 5 years. So I could 100% DM them. However, I don't think people like Shawnee, Habu, Z, Therm would probably be pretty good at it, but I think all of them would be too inexperienced when it comes to that kind of stuff to understand how to pull off that kind of content and be really concerned about doing that, and so I don't think they would. Because they are really concerned about making sure that their audience is having a good time. And with D&D, you have to rely on your friends to do that a lot because you're not going to be talking 24/7. And you can't break the immersion every time you finish your part to just chat with chat while you're waiting for your turn to come around. It is a group storytelling session, and because of that, you need to really trust the group, and I don't think they are going to be comfortable with doing that. So I don't think the Stardew crew would be willing to do a D&D stuff. Yeah. Oops. Hello. Would I love to do D&D with them? I think it would be a blast. Would they do it? Probably not. Oh. Don't you get back here, Graham. Oh, I'm dead. Lol. So if you eat on the exact same frame that you take a hit, even if you die, you come back with health. So that's funny. I remember when I was 8 years old and played D&D, I wrote an entire 30-page story on the characters my friends and I played with. One of my, one day, like, I used to play with a group, and me and one of my buddies would switch DMing every now and then. And he was creating a campaign, and he was like, okay, so I really want backstories so that I can play into it. So for every page of backstory you guys give me, I will give you a free magical item to go with your character. As a DM, I love writing out story. I'm pretty sure I did something like 9 or 10 pages of just backstory to this character. I linked it all into like his world that he wanted to do. I created a whole like cavern system that he could turn into a dungeon. I just did everything along with a whole backstory that he could or didn't have to play into if he wanted to, depending on where he wanted the story to go. Unfortunately, that the group disbanded 3 sessions in. So we never got to touch it. I wrote fucking 10 pages of backstory on that character that we never touched. Oh, it hurt. Oh, okay. Ugh. When am I going to invest in Blackout Curtains? When I have the money to invest in a light. I've got, because I can't use Blackout Curtains. I need to eat. I can't invest in Blackout Curtains till I have something to actually light me up with. Oh, that's really nice. I need the copper. I really need the copper. I can't get rid of that. We don't need the rabbit's foot. Also, this is my last week. Last week at my current job, so I'll actually have some money coming up soon. Oh. So, first thing I've got to do is pay off a lot of my debts, and then I'll probably start investing back into the stream again. I'm just gonna ladder this. I missed him, and I don't want to go all the way over. What? Why did I do that? I wanted these on. Any update on how my mom is doing? I haven't really talked to her about it recently. Main focus is I want to next week, I don't know how streams are gonna look because I'm going to be working a lot. Like, I want to do something like 12-hour days, 4 or 5 days in a row, just to get enough money to like pay back a lot of my debts, get a lot of stuff going, get some money for getting things like Blackout Curtains and stuff. And also, I want to have some backup cash because I'm planning on going to visit her in next month sometime. Next month, I'm planning on going to visit her, and then I might actually take a few days in April to go on a little trip. Another little trip to like Edmonton to go to WEM to go to a water park. We'll see. But yeah, so tomorrow or next month I'll be able to know for sure how she's doing. Come over here. Oh. Why did you stop? Come back here. Yeah, I'm super pumped to go see my mom. It's been so long. As an Edmonton local, whenever you say you want to go to WEM, my first reaction is always, why? I grew up there. And also, it's just because of the water park. I love the water park. How did that miss? What are we doing? Which rings do I have on? The luck rings. Wait, how the hell did you get over there? Vum.today. Interesting. A friend of mine has a store in the shopping center next door, so I have experience with them. Yeah. Bot has breached containment. Dear Lord, what is happening here? Oh, my monster Musk wore off. I didn't know that it would wear off. Dang it. This is just normal hard mode Skull Caverns now. We take so much damage here. Where, oh where? How much? I've gotten 30 radioactive ore. That's not terrible. I'm probably gonna have to ladder most of it now. Actually, if I just actually push, I could probably get it, no problem. Well, those are the ones I really want to hit with the rings. Come over here. Yeah, come over here, buddy. Thank you. Do I want a pomegranate seed? Tree seed? I don't think so. 900 gold is good enough. always explode these because if you get a ladder here, or there's a really high chance of getting a ladder from one of these, and you're looking for a drop shaft. Oh my god. Where'd that first bat go? Oh, more radioactive ore over there. Royal serpents are relentless. Yeah, they're kind of annoying. We're gonna start laddering. Dang it. There we go. Hey, Turban. Oh my god, not another one. Get out of here. The bots, they're coming in droves. Oh. Let's go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Only used 29 ladders. George sent me some more stone. Nice. We have so many bombs. We have figured out our ring situation. Love it. We did hard mode with about half of the floors being monster musked. Love that. Easy peasy. Ugh. What are we doing today? Is it somebody's birthday? It is. It is Pierre's birthday. Do we have Pierre up here at all? No. Maybe? Where is Pierre? 4 hearts. Okay. Not terrible. Let's go get him a nice birthday gift. I hear Pierre's into feet, so we don't mind helping him out a little bit with his weird fetishes. Pardon? Yeah, we're giving him some rabbit's feet, you know? Freaking 4 hearts on your birthday is just absolutely insane. Look at that. He was way down here. He's tied with Linus. Pardon Christ. Imagine thinking I'm chaotic good. Whose birthday is it tomorrow? Emily's. Perfect. We'll hit max hearts with Emily tomorrow. You are true neutral. Exactly. There it is. That's me to a T. Okay. We'll keep the wool on us for tomorrow. What do we... Our fish are doing fine. They're doing great. Okay, what do we want to do? What are we doing today? I need pine tar. It's like... I haven't crafted a slime press. That's a rough thing to make, unfortunately. My god, I've made 2,270 wild seeds for summer. More pine. Holy crap! I need pine tar. I need coconut. I've got coconuts for that, so let's do that. Let's grab a coconut, 2 coral, honey, wild seeds. Where's the coconuts? There it is. Coconut. Two coral. Honey. I don't remember how many I needed. Coconut. Coral. Honey. Wild seeds. Oh, it was 2. Rip. I haven't crafted a field snack. Get in a torch. Okay. I do have a truffle oil machine thing. I've got cloth, so I'll grab a cloth. I don't have that stuff. Okay, we've crafted a lot of extra stuff now. Where did I get those field snacks from? I don't get it. Oh, what was I grabbing again? Cloth. I need more gold. Craft one of those. I need a lot of gold. The animals need hay, dang it. Really? That's insane. Okay. Okay. What do you guys want to see? What are we doing today? Do we want to go back into Skull Caverns? Should I swap out the fish in my fishing pond? What else am I missing? It's not summer yet, so I can't get these. I could use magic bait. I don't really feel like it too much. Could start working towards these. Vote for cooking. Cooking sounds fine. What we'll do is we'll go and we'll get all of the crops that we need to grow and plant it in the greenhouse and start working towards the rest of the stuff. I'll do it with the recipes that I've got and ignore the recipes I don't so far. So, which isn't a ton. I just don't want to have to try and figure out what recipe I'm missing and look it up. So, let's get out a notepad. Cauliflower. Hey Gary, how's it going? Sunfish, bream. Parsnip. Have you done Fector's Challenge yet? Seems like the least stressful thing. I have not done Fector's Challenge yet. Yeah. So, anything that has been cooked already is lit up. And it also tells you how many times it's been cooked. Anything that hasn't been cooked is dim. Hash browns and pancakes. Probably would help if... We got pancakes. Hash browns. Do I not have the recipe for hash browns? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Potato. Oh, actually, you know what? I've got some really cool friends, specifically one, that have sent me awesome resources for looking at all the stuff that I need. I'm just going to go in, pull those up, and I'm just going to plant everything on there. Because if I have extra, oh well. What do you guys think about that? That seems like a smarter idea rather than wasting all this time trying to figure out exactly what I need. Oh, cutscene. Oh my god. What have we found? I told you he was into feet. I told you. It's his secret stash of feet pics. Hey, who's in the bedroom? Stop. I swear to God. What? How'd you find that? Not the stash. Quick, give it to me. Promise me you won't tell anyone about this. Your secret is safe with me. Sir, I don't kink shame. If you're into that kind of stuff, that's all for. Go for it, man. You do you. That bedroom. Thanks, I appreciate that. Just forget you ever saw this, okay? Farmer is so sketchy. We're always jumping out of bushes or listening around the corner. I know, right? I definitely wouldn't do that IRL. And I'll just forget that you were snooping around in my bedroom. Now I have to find a new hiding spot. We both know, by the way, that it is definitely not weed for the fact that freaking Caroline with her tea room probably smokes the most amount of weed in the entire valley. Like, more than Emily. More than Linus. Caroline, hardcore stoner. We just need to know what's up with the town and people. Yeah. Okay. Items. Amaranth. Apple we got. Apricot we got. Artichoke. Where's the artichoke? We need 2 artichokes. Banana, we got beet. Do we get beets here or is that in the desert? I think that's in the desert. Blackberry. No, blue jazz. Does it have to be blue? Uh-oh. Will any jazz do? Can we get some smooth jazz? Sebastian would like a word. It's basically canon he smokes. I'm sorry. I haven't done like any of Sebastian's freaking stuff. Like I never did Sebastian's cutscenes before. I haven't done any of it now. He's just so inconvenient to talk to. He is the worst NPC to try and swoon. Oh. Dear Lord. Okay. We'll just hope that any jazz will do. Blueberries. I don't need 2. We get more than 1 per. Bok choy. Bok choy. Bread. That's just wheat. Bream, carp, cauliflower. Cave carrot, cheese, clam, coconut, coffee. Common mushrooms, corn. Crab cranberries. We'll get 2. We need 4 cranberries, but they're a multi-crop thing. Crayfish, dandelion, eel, egg, eggplant. Snicker. Fiddle lead fern, fish, flounder, fried egg, garlic. It's 2 garlic, yeah. Ginger, we've got green algae, green bean. Good too. Hash browns, which is potato. Hazelnut, 4. Hot pepper, 3. We've got hot peppers. I don't need to buy hot peppers. Kale, 2. Leek, lobster, mango. Maple syrup, mayonnaise, melon. Midnight carp, milk, morel, mussel oil, omelette, 2 parsnips, periwinkle, pineapple, poppy. Potato. Pumpkin. We actually need a ton of pumpkins for like different stuffs. Radish. Dang it. Red cabbage, 3. Rhubarb, I believe that's also in the freaking desert. Rice, salmon, sardines, sea cucumbers, seaweed, shrimp, snail, squid, squid ink, sugar, sunfish, taro, tomato. Tortilla, tuna, vinegar, void meal, wheat flour, white algae, horseradish, wild plum, winter root, and yam. That's it. That's all we need from here. We can go to the desert. But because he's a vampire, I mean, hard to find outside. True. What did I just sell? Dang it. Frick. It's a good thing I don't need the money. Green bean. Garlic. There we go. To the desert we go. Okay. We need 1 beet. Rhubarb. Need 1 rhubarb. Radishes aren't here. Dang it. Do we need starfruit? No. And we've got starfruit at home anyways. Mostly casual. I mean, I have a lot of fun with, the goal is casual playthrough while getting all of the achievements, and then I want to make a really pretty farm. The other greenhouse, yeah, I know. Okay. I need radishes. Oh, there it is. I don't know how many I need, so I'll just get 10. Man, we got so much room. I could also go back and get the what's it called? Start picking up crops to do the 15 or shipment of 15. What's it called? Frick. 15 of each crop. Where's my scythe? I need my scythe. The animals are hungry. Okay. Not done today, but I can put these in there. Today was Peter's birthday, right? It's not Emily's. Yeah. Okay. Now I need to get the fish. Also, I should drop by Gus because I don't know if there's any recipes. I know there's some recipes you can purchase from him, but like the sushi or the what's it called recipe? Yeah, the sushi recipe, but what is this? Look at everybody. How do you think the expanded farm layout compares to the one CA made? I think there's some nice parts to it, as well as some very detrimental parts to it. The one CA made really fits into you get to design it however you want. Well, Zyra, I do have that. It says spend 7,800, and I don't know if I've done that already. Also, one of the recipes is available at both Gus and on the TV. You get it on the 22nd in summer, year one, I believe. But you can also purchase it from Gus. 21st of summer. Gus, may I make King Nooblet a drink on the house? Emily? I get a free drink. Oh, dear Lord. The red moon, tequila, orange juice, and grenadine syrup. That's a tequila sunrise. That's not a red moon. What the hell? Vodka, cranberry juice, Contrail lime juice. I don't remember what that one is. Whiskey, lime juice, mint leaves, sugar. I forget that one too, but that's a really good drink. I really like a tequila sunrise though. We love a tequila sunrise. The red moon. This is Robin's favorite. Good choice. Give me just a moment while I whip this up for you. Cointreau? Fair enough. Voila! Here you are, King Nooblet. I hope you enjoy it. The drink was amazing. Love tequila sunrises. Love, love, love. My mom, my mother, when she went to Cuba a few years ago, brought back Cuban tequila. Whatever that means. I actually don't know where tequila originated from, but it had like a whole bunch of like really funny characters on it and was dressed up accordingly. Very much tourist tequila. Marked up a bit. It was really good though. I made a whole bunch of tequila sunrises for everybody. Looks like my night is about to get busy, King Nooblet. If you need me, you know where to find me. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Why am I flashing orange? Okay, yeah, I've got all the recipes I can see. Do, 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 do. Am I drunk? I am. I am tipsy. I'm only kind of a lightweight. God. Okay. What are we doing? Recipes. Just need 7 hearts with a lot of people. Okay. Let's go get Emily maxed out on hearts. Oh, we actually have a sunfish in there. Nice. Thanks to you and the quality produce you've been shipping, the store's business is booming, along with our regular rebates. Wanted to send you a special bonus. Thanks for being such a good customer and contributor to our small community. It's people like you who keep the local businesses alive. Oh, nice. Thanks for the wood, Robin. Does Emily sleep in? Now that I think about it, I think she does. This is not Emily's house. Oh no, no she doesn't. Okay, we're good. Okay, she should be maxed now. Yeah, Emily's maxed. Sweet. So the summoning salt video is, oh yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, I was wondering if you guys wanted to watch, me do, or react content. Summoning Salt does, crazy awesome videos about, what's it called? About speedrunning. The video he put out yesterday was on the world record history of Punch-Out, I believe. Take a look quickly. YouTube. Summoning Salt. Yeah, history of Super Punch-Out world records. And you'd think that would suck. And I don't understand how, But Summoning Salt has put out some of the best videos of all time. Like, every single one of his videos is a banger, and he puts them out like 3 months over the like once every 3 months, and they're all like 45 minutes to an hour and a half videos on world record histories that have like 3 to 4 million views. Like, they're just absolutely insane videos. Absolutely love them. I haven't watched the video yet, but yeah, I assumed that people weren't going to be super interested because they are longer videos. But I don't know, if people are interested, that's cool. We'll give it a watch. It'll be my first attempt at React content, which is weird. Okay. So we've got the crops going. God knows YouTube loves React content. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube's content is weird because the content itself, people don't watch that. Content watched by somebody else. Oh, now there's what the money is. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start posting my own videos. And I'm going to leave them unlisted. And I'm going to watch my video live and react to my own video. And then post that video and not have it and have that available. So I'll just react to my own videos. And then it'll be React content. And so my videos will actually do good. Yeah, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's flawless system. It's how you print money. Modern problems require modern solutions. Exactly, Azara. You figured it out. Saturday, I think this is when our stuff's done. Nope. Must be Sunday or Monday. Let's fish up the sturgeons. We're gonna put another fish in there. Hey, doggo. Make a second channel called Nooblet Reacts and just react to main channel stuff. Redbeard, you're on to something. Oh no. Nooblet Reacts. I'm just gonna react to the Z's, Therms, and Shoddy Dude's stuff, and I'll surpass all of them. Hey Sasuke, how's it going? Well, yeah. I'll start a new channel, and I'll do it just reacting to Therm, Shawnee Do, and Unsurpassable Z's content, and I'll beat them in the race to 100K. We'll react to every single video. Actually, we're gonna look. One sec. I'm gonna quickly check. Do I have anything? No. Okay, one sec. We're gonna pull up screen one. Let's go to YouTube. Unsurpassable Z. Let's go to his channel. Videos. Sort by oldest. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Are we gonna... 23 views? 18 views? I have more views on my videos. I get more views on my streams than I do on some of these videos. Z! No! How old are you in this video?
It's been a little bit. I've been playing.
Why does he sound the exact same?
What's up, guys? It's Unsurpassable Z. It's been a little bit. I've been playing.
Oh no, I can't listen to the music. What is that music in the background? Actually, has it been claimed? No, it hasn't been claimed. Okay,
Halo
we're good.
5 all this week. That's why I haven't been uploading too much content, but I promise.
No, this is a copyrighted song. Why is this not claimed? But look at that face. Look at that face. Dear Lord. I don't we may not be able to watch some of his content. That's my boss. Oh. Z. Gosh, man. At least he grew up well. He really, his face really matured over the years. How long ago was that? That was 5 years ago. 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 years ago. Man, some of those titles, Z, I have questions. Where's my fishing rod? My fishing rod's in here. Also, we need a fish to put in there. What fish do I need? Multiple of. Bream. How many breams do I have? None. We have none breams. That's good. Carp. Carp, we've got more than enough carp. 2 fish. Yep. Salmon. We got enough salmon. Sardines. We have none sardines. Sunfish, tuna. Yeah, we're good. So it doesn't really matter what fish we put in there. What is the fastest fish to, what are these called? Fishing ponds? Normal spawn frequency. Okay, so carp is 1 day. And it does give us roe. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. He would have been 16 in that video? Oh, man. What song is that, by the way? Doom, 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 doom. Empty pond. There we go. Wait, Z is only 22? Man. Why do I feel so old in the Stardew Valley community? Like, a lot of my other friend groups, I'm like the youngest one. Just turned 23. Okay. I'm sitting here at freaking 28 and the oldest one in the Stardew Valley community. Well, not the oldest one. Lichaton, I believe, is 31. She's older. Blade is 30 plus. Matt looks older because he's got a really awesome mustache, but he is in fact not older. They're just babies. That's fair, JP. That's true. However, they are all way taller than me. I'm gonna grab a Pepsi. 1 second. So I'm thirsty. And I don't know where my water bottle is. I was talking to my sister yesterday, and my sister and my dad, and my dad was talking about how, my dad, the cringe lord that he is, was asking about my dad's still single. So he was joking around, bugging my sister because my sister mentioned how her neighbor is 40 years old and single. And my dad's, well, she mentioned she was 40 years old. My dad was like, is she single? Ha 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 ha, funny dad joke. And my sister's like, yes, she is, but you're not, like, get away from that. That's never going to happen, yada, yada, yada. I was like, and I responded with, Dad, I'm closer to her age than you are. And my sister stopped for a second. She's like, ha, you're old. And I was like, Jenny, you're closer to her age than Dad is. And she's like, oh no. It was just a moment of realization. No, you are definitely not too old. There's a member of Habu's community. She drops in every once in a while. She hasn't in a while. And she just loves playing Stardew. She's 50 pushing 60. Together, finally, I catch up. What's the plan for the next season? Plan for the next season, it's going to be, like, mostly right now, it's just gifting. There's no seasonal stuff that we're planning on doing. So it's just visiting events and gifting right now, because almost all of the rest of the stuff that we need to do is getting people hearts up. We're waiting also currently on a lot of the items that we need for cooking. Once we've got that figured out, once we've got the cooking done, we're going to be golden there. Which is a couple recipes that we need to get on Wednesday. I'm 51. Yeah, see, there's a lot of older people in the community that are, like, nobody's super old. Like, I don't think there's anybody pushing 80 or 90 as far as I know. But There's people of all ages that watch Stardew content. It's crazy. Like, it's not like any other communities where it's like, okay, this is from ages 16 to 23. That's it, kind of thing. I'll be 51 in April, but I still don't feel old. That's fair. That's fair. Sees grandma watches his stream? Oh, well, I understand why he doesn't like swearing on his. On his stream now. Can't swear in front of grandma. That's why Stardew community is amazing. It's such chill vibes. My favorite part is the fact that you can take those chill vibes and make them competitive in some way or another by adding like speedrunning or competitions or probably Shinobi. JP. Oh, that's so cute. My grandma has no understanding of what streaming is, and she never will. The only people that show up to my stream from my family are my dad and my sister. And my sister only shows up if there's a possibility for her to be on stream because she loves the clout. And my dad shows up every once in a while just to say hi, but he shows up all the time if I'm doing Jackbox because he wants to join in. Because he thinks he's funnier than me. Which hasn't been proven at all through Jackbox. But I played a lot of Harvest Moon SNES and 64 back in the day. I played Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town. I think that was my first one. And I absolutely loved it. I'd never made it out of spring. But I really loved playing it. And then the first game that I actually invested myself into was Rune Factory. And I had a ton of fun playing Rune Factory. Same, trying to explain my gig with Z to my grandparents is a complete non-start. Yeah. Speaking of cute, when Shawnee sacrificed himself so that Therm would live, that killed me. Oh my god. I love how Therm's reaction was like, oh cool, they both died. And Shawnee's like, I will die for Therm. And Therm's just like, sweet. Shawnee is 100% trying to redeem himself. He's never getting a redemption arc. That man needs to stay a villain so that season 2 can be heroes versus villains. It needs to be. Now, a Habu redemption arc, I can see that happening. I can see that happening. However, we need Shawnee to be a villain. We need Habu to be a villain. We need them both to be villains along with how MCU exactly. We need heroes versus villains. Either that. Shawnee is committed to the content. Yeah. It could also be men versus the women. Potentially. That would be funny if we did that and all the men got kicked out. I wouldn't even be mad. And it's potential there too, because freaking, like, before it was literally like in the community, it was literally me, Blade, and Habu that were speedrunners. Before the whole Stardew Valley competition, we were the only speedrunners. After that, Le Chaton started speedrunning, and she speedruns weekly now. Like, she has a chance of actually like competing for Habu in some contests in the next Stardew Valley trials if he does another one. Oh my god, if Wallyga got through round 1, that would have been insane. It would have been like doubly insane because Habu would be out. And it would have been like, this whole event would have been so different. Don't tell anybody, but honestly, if we get into a second season of Stardew Valley Trials, I think I'm going to start an alliance with Habu at the start. Because I think allying with him early on could actually lead to me succeeding a lot better. A lot more. Like, not getting voted into the trials as much and stuff. I don't know. Also, I know Shawnee's gonna stab me in the back, so I'd never do that. Hey, none of them watch my stream. No, none of the other competitors watch my stream. No, I don't want Habu around as a meat shield. I think that if me and him focused on taking somebody out, we could. That's the thing. I think, like, if both me and Habu decided, you know what, Blade's too much of a threat, we should take him out, Blade's gone. I think we could low-key rule over everything. Like, maybe I'd make alliances with Habu, and then fake alliances with, like, Blade, Therm, Matt, and then Habu could make fake alliances with, like, Wally Gug and Shawnee. And this is me thinking if we were on, like, men versus women, like, all on the men's team. I think I'd be screwed if I was up against, like, Arlie, Rin Queen. No, Rin Queen, I could probably make an alliance with Rin Queen. I don't talk to Arlie much, so I don't think I could make an alliance with her. So it's a toss-up if they do a season 2. Season 2 has been mentioned on the episodes. They put it in there. I think this has been successful enough that Z is going to give it a 2-month break and then bring in season 2. I'll be nice to Blade. He already missed out this time around. Misty, don't you worry. I wouldn't go for him round 1. Yeah, the editing is absolute fire. They know. They absolutely know. Okay, let's go do some more crafting. What they could do, potentially, Squeezel, is have more time between the event and when they actually start putting it out. Zyra, you need to get a better keyboard. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Z is just saying goodbye to money if he doesn't do a second season. I'm so happy we finally got solar panels. What else needed the gold? Oh, I needed diamond. With now the need for your plotting, Misty, you don't know. Plotting is important, and it also planning ahead of time is important, but also reacting to the situation and what's happened is even more important. Maybe for season 2, they could look at bringing on the other 3 editors since they were mostly focused on doing the stream highlights. Yeah. Yeah, more like, commenting, and subscribing, Redbeard. Exactly. That's what we need. Let's... Where are we thinking about putting our... There we go. Nice little solar panel. Ring of Yoba. Trash ring. Nobody likes it. Okay. We're getting so close. How many rabbit's feet do we have? We've been building up for a while. Can we go on a gifting spree of just giving everybody rabbit's feet? Not really. Maybe we go buy some more rabbits. And another silo. Saturday. What's the likelihood that Marnie's is open? I've been thinking about maybe getting an editor for some YouTube content. Oh, Shane? You doing okay? Hey, King Niblet. Oh, is this another really emotional cutscene? What am I doing? Cleaning up my mess. I guess it's because I feel bad about it. I've chucked a lot of bottles off this cliff. Too many to count. Oh. Nothing I can do about the ones down there. If you want, I could show you how to no-clip and get down there. Well, need to finish cleaning up this mess. See you later, King Nooblet. What? How did I get here? How did I teleport from there to there? What happened? There we go. We're gonna name them after you guys because I feel like it. You all get to be a bunny. Who else wants a bunny? Yoba? Yoba wants a bunny? Good to know. There you go. JP. JP gets a bunny. Breadbeard. Did I? Oh, I did spell it. Okay. Woo. Oh, Yoba teleported me. Well, Yoba's got a bunny now. Slime bunny? Slime ba. Okay. How many more bunnies do I need? God dang it. Who else wants a bunny? Oops. I accidentally hit E. What are we naming the bunny? Have I missed anybody? Squeezel. Squeezel has not gotten her bunny yet. I'm a bun. Yep. We need Gina, the bunny. We're buying a few bunnies. Bigfoot? Hello? How many more bunnies are we getting? Uh-oh. Ah, this is how I burn 2 million gold. Understood. Okay. What else? What else we naming the bunnies? Bunnublet. Interesting. Interesting name. King Bunlet, that would have been better. Oh no. Sir Hopkins. Do we have another one? No, we're maxed. Oh, I need heater. I think I need 2. We got an auto grabber. I wish we had an auto petter. I walk away and there's just so much money. It's not that much. It's 11 bunnies, I think. That's only 88k. Look at the freaking bunnies coming in. Oh, they've already got a heater. Cool. I need more rabbit's feet for gifting the villagers, okay? Why do you think I got the second, Hey, Airsoft guy, how's it going? Oh, vroom vroom. My laptop's stuck in... It didn't want me to buy the bunnies either. Feels bad. So many freaking bunnies. They look like floofy black-eyed demons with the cuter, fatter animals mod. Oh no. You know what? He's just so well endowed, and he needs people to know, you know? It's very important to him, Azara. Okay, we need... Robbins is probably closed. That's not a phone. That is a sewing machine. Ugh. By the way, for those that don't know, I've got my window open because my room gets so freaking hot. Which is why you're able to hear certain people try to convince the world that they're important. How many hours do you think you've put into just this file? Every single second of it's been streamed. Every single second of this file has been streamed. So, if you wanted to figure it out, you could actually do the math. I think it's only like... I don't know, I want to say like 40 to 50 hours. It's not much. Oh, do we have another birthday tomorrow? Nope. Actually, let's do the math. We'll calculate what's the max amount of time, because it's 16 minutes per day. 28 times 4 times 2 plus 27 times 16 minutes divided by 60. That's 11 hours of in-game time. That doesn't... I've forgotten that doesn't count the amount of time that I've sat paused chatting. Which is a significant amount. Hey, Pop. Aged row is the last thing I need for that. Fish. Wait, let's listen to all the bunnies go back. Whoop, 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 whoop. So cute. Look at all the crops on their way. Just wondering, because one of mine's got around 600 hours on it, and it's kind of similar to yours. For a little bit of understanding, I have over 1,000 hours on Stardew Valley on Steam. And man, I need to block the dot thing. I've got 1,000 hours on Steam, and almost 800 of that is from speedrunning. Specifically speedrunning community center %, which is one of the most all-inclusive categories there is. The only thing that doesn't include, or sorry, the only thing that's more inclusive than that, is from the only thing that's more inclusive than that is like 100% category. So I've done so much to get all the ancient fruit. As soon as I got an ancient fruit, which was really early on from killing bugs in the mines, I had already unlocked this area, which has a greenhouse up top. And I planted it here, and every time I got a fruit, I put it in a seed maker. Every single fruit went in a seed maker. And then I immediately planted it in the same area. And then after that was collected. Do you think you'll get through this playthrough before 1.6 potentially messes up mods for a while? I don't plan on updating until the mods are updated. If it does accidentally update, we'll just do a different game on Sundays. We'll do something else chill. Like one of my most played games ever is Minecraft. So I have a whole bunch of and I've got a file that I've been playing around on and having fun. Pawns are interesting. So technically there's nothing worth getting in this game. Except for iridium and ancient fruit. Especially if you're going for like 2 years or 3 year strategies for challenge runs. Anything longer than 1 year. If it's shorter than 1 year, then starfruit and pumpkins are more worth it. However, so like if you're talking about money, if you're talking about acquiring certain materials or doing certain things, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're just looking for cash, iridium farming and ancient fruit plus kegs is all you need to do. The fishing ponds look cute. You get a bunch of different resources from them depending on what fish you put in them. They're fun and interactive while not being super demanding, and it's they're just a nice addition, honestly. So yeah, like Redbeard said, low effort, low investment, kind of get a bunch of fun stuff. I needed a pond for squid ink. Some of them have fun colors. Exactly. They're great for aesthetics. Yeah. I personally don't mind them too much. Let's go check out the quarry. I haven't been to the quarry in a while. I'm personally addicted to fish ponds, especially with the new fish added by Stardew Valley Expanded. Yeah. Colors are pretty. Misty, you have such a way with words. Oh, thanks, Airsoft guy. I do too. Which is good because I'm kind of forced to be here. Like, if I don't stream a certain amount of hours a week, my roommates like get antsy and they come at me, you know? Like, I wonder why there's so much more gold than everything else here. If I were to decorate this area, how would I decorate it? It's kind of a cute little area. Like, you could potentially do like a cute little escape or something. Have you seen Blade's new Stardew University series? Yeah, I helped him with some of the video editing parts. I used to, when I was far deeper into the speedrunning than I have been recently. I love the idea. But yeah, like when I used to be into the speedrunning a lot more, and I watched a lot more of Habu's streams. I would I used to code dive with him a lot to try and find some of the stuff that he was looking for. So, I've never really found anything other than the reason why the dog takes more than 3 seconds to what's it called? Or 3 seconds longer than the cat when you first get it. Misty, that sounds amazing. My biggest complaint about the Four Corners was the fact that each corner was kind of really small, especially for the main player. Like, if I wanted to do any kind of like competitive farming on the same file, I wanted those areas to be bigger. Or if I wanted to play with friends or something. Okay, Airsoft guy, no problem. Thanks for dropping by. We'll talk to you later. I think we're gonna end it here for Stardew. Do you have a link, Misty? I'd love to take a look. Yeah, I think we're going to call it there for Stardew. And I'm going to pull up Summoning Salt's video. And we'll do some sick React content. Oh my god, that song. It's so good. That's how you make the exact, JP. Okay. So for those that don't know, Summoning Salt, huge YouTuber. Does amazing videos. Once puts them out once every like 3 months or so. And I absolutely love his stuff. Like the last video that came out, I watched within 4 minutes of it coming out, and like I just dropped everything. We were supposed to go out for food, and I was like, scratch that. I'm watching this video. It's an hour and a half. We'll go out for food afterwards. And my friend and my roommate was just like, "What? Why are you doing this?" That is how committed I am to this guy's content. So me waiting to watch it with you guys, I hope you understand how much of a struggle that was for me. Anyways, let's see. The history of Super Punch-Out world records. I don't know Super Punch-Out too much. Is it? You know what? He'll tell us. He's gonna tell us. He'll tell us what console and everything this is on. So I'll just shut up and we'll see how this goes. This song has been so popular, it's been memed on by a whole bunch of speedrunners at this point, whenever they're making videos. Ever farm map on Nexus? Okay. I've got in my notes.
Super Punch-Out has garnered a reputation as one of the most random speedruns out there. Of course, there's still a broad skill set needed, precise timing, quick reactions, and an ability to adapt on the fly. But even when you do everything right, a fighter can throw the run in the garbage.
Have you? I don't know if any of you have seen it. They've done Super Punch-Out speedruns at GDQs blindfolded, and it is absolutely insane. Or Punch-Out at least. I don't know if it's Super Punch-Out. I don't know what the difference.
Whenever he pleases.
They're
How
super
do you deal
crazy
with
though.
that much randomness in the speedrun? Well, the world record holders in Super Punch-Out have figured out a way. And over the past decade, they've been able to beat it and drive the record down lower and lower. This is the history of Super Punch-Out world records.
Is it too loud? It looks like it should be the right audio. There we go. Audio is good? Glad. Awesome.
Here's a timeline of the Super Punch-Out single segment record. It's not filled in yet, but we'll get it there. A single segment run is essentially playing through the whole game and adding up the in-game time of all fights. There are 16 boxers in Super Punch-Out, divided into 4 circuits, so a single segment run consists of the total time of all 16 fights. Now, Super Punch-Out is a bit different than runs I've covered before. It is quite literally.
I really like when speedruns have that kind of segmented thing because it allows for like bathroom breaks or something, which is really necessary for speedrunning. One of the hardest things about speedrunning Stardew Valley CC percent is the fact that it's like a 3-hour run where there's no, like, you have to go to the bathroom beforehand. If you're drinking water and mid-run you have to go to the bathroom, you're taking a time loss, or you're just hoping that there's a point where you need to wait for something to happen, which doesn't always happen. So these segmented runs where you're taking the time of actually playing is really nice. I'm not putting on an adult diaper, Redbeard.
Literally a gauntlet of RNG. You have to make it through all 16 fights relatively unscathed from bad luck to complete a good run. The fights range from non-random to can kill your run with one foul swoop. And of course, you have to execute on top of that. If you get good luck but make an execution mistake, your run may be over.
Oh,
Interestingly, the strategies themselves haven't changed that much over the years. Instead, the progression has come from improving execution and getting the RNG gauntlet to better align. And believe me, it has made for some unbelievable stories over the years.
no. Oof.
But for now, let's go back to December 2012, when a runner completed one of the earliest single segment runs of Super Punch-Out. He's arguably the most well-known Punch-Out runner in the world today, but back then, he was relatively unknown. His name is Zallard1.
I love it when a
Zallard
runner...
performed his run on Christmas Eve.
I absolutely love it when a runner sticks through and like continuously shows up in these videos, because it's super cool to have that like comeback. Like they disappeared for a year and he's back and he's better than ever and he destroyed everybody else. It just makes for some really good content.
2012, his first completed single segment run, which also happened to be the world record. Right off the bat, you've got two types of fights in Super Punch-Out: the random ones and the non-random ones. The non-random fights tend to be toward the start of the game, like the first fight, Gabby J. Zallard started by repeatedly punching him in the face. These punches were all buffered, meaning as soon as one was thrown, he held the buttons for the next so it would come out on the first frame possible. These face punches served two purposes. First, they helped fill the super meter, seen here at the bottom of the screen. Once filled, you can throw super punches that do more damage. And second, they helped fill the dizzy meter, a mechanic abused across all 16 fights in the game. If you punch an opponent a lot in a short period of time, an invisible dizzy meter starts to get filled. Do this enough, and they'll become dizzy and back away. By precisely timing a punch when they come back, they'll get knocked down instantly. This is used across the run to score quick knockdowns, and leads to most opponents being beaten in just seconds. Finally, there was one last step to this fight. A dizzy opponent has that window where they can instantly be knocked down. However, this window can be quite small, and it's easy for even a world-class player to miss. Fortunately, Zallard invented a way around that: buffer strategies.
Interesting.
By chaining a series of inputs together, it's possible to waste the exact number of frames you want so an attack will land on the same frame every time.
Oh, that's
For
really
example,
cool.
let's say Gabby J's knockdown window is between 120 and 129 frames after the dizzy begins. Well, it just so happens that a full duck, a right body punch, and a high super waste exactly 120 frames. So if you just buffer those inputs together, making each come out on the first frame possible,
The things that
super comes out
speedrunners
at the
figure out
perfect
is
time to knock
insane.
them down. Buffers like this exist on every fight in the game, and help make the dizzy knockdowns much more consistent. Non-random fights like Gabby J are usually pretty simple, but the difficulty level ramps up as the game goes on. Take Aaron Ryan, the 9th fight. The first knockdown is from a dizzy, but when he gets up, you have to precisely time a super to counter his attack and send him down again. Zallard didn't have a buffer to time it, but he nailed it to send him down for the KO.
Nice.
Those fights are non-random or close to it. Others include Piston Hurricane, Mr. Sandman, and Heike Kagero. You get them dizzy and use a buffer to knock them down. Some have tough punches that have to be timed, while others are even simpler. That's the gist of the non-random fights. But then, there are the random fights.
Everybody loves RNG.
These are
Let's
the fights
go.
that more or less define Super Punch-Out as a speed game. Not only do you need to execute properly, that's a given, but you also need to deal with luck. Luck that can range from a golden opportunity to potentially killing a run. Take Dragon Chan, the 6th fight in the game. The first phase of the fight...
My favorite RNG in Stardew Valley is the Bream RNG. The fact, or that and the red snapper. Red snapper? No, tiger trout, sorry. The fact that the freaking tiger trout sometimes just doesn't show up, and the fact that the bream can sometimes take till like 1 a.m. to spawn is just time wasted. Love it. You could be on the freaking god run, and then all of a sudden, bream doesn't spawn till 1:20, and you're just like, there goes all of my run. All of it.
Up until the first knockdown is simple. You throw a sequence of gut punches, most with a slight delay before them, then use a buffer sequence to send him down. Phase 2, once he's up from the first knockdown, is where the randomness begins. There are 3 things Dragon Chant can do here. 50% of the time he does kicks, where you have to just dodge out of the way, then use rapid punches to send him down at around 12 seconds. 25% of the time, he does a slow heal, where he stands still and tries to heal his health. 2 supers send him down, and you get a time in the high 9-second range. And 25% of the time, he does a fast heal, where using just 1 super gives a time in the high 7s.
Ooh.
That's a range of more than 4 seconds for 1 fight. Given that boxers are beaten in 15 seconds or less, that's a
huge.
massive time swing.
Oh,
And Dragon
dear
Chan
Lord.
is just one example. Zallard had to deal with luck like this on more than half the fights in the game.
Oh, I'll
But
tell that
we'll
to the
get to
ref,
that later.
Redbeard. Tell
For
that to the
now,
ref.
the sum of his 16 fights came out to 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
That's
It was a
crazy
well-executed run and had a range of good and bad luck. Over the following few weeks in 2013, Zallard would keep doing attempts and chipping away at the record. He took it lower into the 3s, approaching the sub-3 barrier but falling just short. However, on March 19th, thanks to a couple fights in particular,
Oh, let's
Zallard
go.
had a very promising run. This is Bob Charlie. He's a gauntlet of RNG, and being the 5th fight in the game, he's the earliest boxer who can kill a run from randomness alone. Zallard went for the riskiest strategy on Bob, which involves hitting him 7 times in the face to get him dizzy. However, he can randomly dodge any of these 7 punches, meaning you have to do an additional punch later on to make up for it. He can also dodge that punch. So to get the fastest time on Bob with this strategy, all 7 of your punches need to go through, and a super in phase 2 needs to as well. It can lead to a time in the 5-second range. However, every dodged punch loses a second and a half. 1 dodge isn't too bad, but 2 or 3 or 4 dodges, your time can spiral in a hurry.
Oof.
Luckily for Zallard, on this particular run, Bob only dodged once, so he moved on with a very solid 6.99.
Look at that time
Unfor-
difference. Freaking minus 233. That's not even a gold split. That is, that's what? He said 1.5 seconds? So that's like his current record. He missed, or he got 2 dodges more than what happened in this.
Fortunately,
So he
Dragon
saved
Chan
so
gave
much time
kicks,
off of that
so
already.
he failed to gain much time there. But thanks to some very solid execution down the stretch, Zallard was able to keep it close going into the special circuit. And it
Oof,
was there
that time
he had to
loss.
face off
6-second time loss.
against Hoy
Ouch.
Carlo. Hoy is absolutely brutal. He's extremely random, and he's the 3rd to last fight in the game. Not an opportune time for a bunch of RNG.
He's got to
A
save
lot of the
2
first
seconds.
phase of the fight is playing it by ear. You want to throw punches and hit him with supers to get him dizzy. Of course, he can randomly block you, duck under punches, and potentially shove you to the side. If he shoves, it destroys your dizzy meter and can kill your run instantly.
Oof.
In phases 2 and 3, you need to throw supers to knock him down twice more. He can randomly duck under these. Each duck loses about 1.5 seconds, or potentially more depending on his next moves. Now, in theory, if you play it risky and get no blocks, shoves, or ducks, you can beat
What do you mean, Slime? Not using a cane in boxing?
Hoy in 8 seconds.
Okay.
But good luck with that. The odds in getting it were less than 2%. A 10 to 12 second Hoy is very solid, but it can get ugly quickly. If he shoves in phase 1, it can be impossible to beat him in under 20 seconds. As you can imagine,
That's
it's
a
awful
difference
to have
of
to deal with
12
this at the
seconds.
end
That's
of
a
the run.
whole fight.
But this time, Zallard got some luck. An 11-second Hoy with no ducks. It put him
4
ahead, and he
seconds.
never looked back.
Nice.
A 2:54 single segment run.
He lost a second and a half,
Fantastic execution.
and then he
great
gained
luck,
another 3.5
And
seconds
sub
back.
3 by a mile.
Let's go.
In the description, Zallard could only manage one word of analysis. What? With the record being well
I
below
love
3 minutes,
speedrunners.
Zallard would take a break from Super Punch-Out runs. He was the only runner in sight of the record. Months passed, and his 254 was just solidified at the top. But as good as that 254 was, Zallard knew he could still squeeze a bit more time out of it. And with all the randomness across the game, in theory, the record could come under 250.
That's a long
So
period
in
of time
early
without a record, though.
2014, he hopped back on and started doing attempts. On January 23rd, he had a run with an okay start. 2 dodges from Bob Charlie, and some mistakes that put him slightly further behind. On Hoy, he got a solid 12-second fight with no ducks, but some bad luck at the end brought the run back to
Holy,
nearly
7
even.
seconds ahead.
In the end, Zallard technically did have himself a new record. Just
By
weeks later,
0.4 of a
he
second.
chipped away a bit more. He had a reasonable pace into the special circuit with time to save. However, he still had to get through Hoy.
1, 2. Yuck. Dick.
3.
3 dodges.
Not
3
exactly
dodges.
ideal.
No.
Even
Poor
so,
guy.
with time to save at the
Oh,
end,
I'm blocking.
Zallard was able to do it.
I didn't realize. I'm blocking all of his freaking record times. Where is it's properties? Where's the flip? Also, why are you not focusing? There we go. Where's the flip? Transform. Nope, that's the wrong one. Hi guys, how's it going? There we go.
again.
Fuck yeah! Another third of a second.
Now, these records were nice and all, but they weren't exactly setting the world on fire. In all, Zallard had lowered the record by 0.75 seconds. He knew he could do more. He continued with attempts, and weeks passed, but the game's killer randomness
Literally
prevented
Habu
any
trying
other
to
records.
beat RNG.
It was starting to get very frustrating. And then came February 27th, 2014.
We've still got so much time to go. This is still 8 years ago.
This was an incredible chance for Zallard. Luck
I
had
think-
finally gone his way. His execution had been on
I swear, choice of music is one of the biggest reasons why Summoning Salt has popped off. Because music like this is just so good for what's happening in the background. And it's just so simple.
point from start to finish. More than 4 seconds ahead of the record. This was a rare opportunity to jump straight to the 240s. But in his way was one more fight. The last fight in the game. And this one was gonna be tough. Nick Bruiser. Nick
looks
Bruiser is
tough.
the most difficult fight in the run by a long shot.
And he doesn't even use a
Just
cane.
as with other fights, your goal is to get Nick dizzy and time a super to knock him down. The best way to get him dizzy is to counter him, then jab him out until the meter is filled and he backs away. Seems simple, right? Well, there's one extra consideration to make. Nick can throw his punch either high or low. There's a 50% chance of each. So you start the fight with 2 face punches.
I love these
and then
so
you have
much.
to react to which punch he sets up to throw. If Nick drops his gloves down, he's throwing low, and you counter with a body punch. If instead he brings them up high, you counter with a face punch. The window to react to this is just barely within the limits of a human reaction time. You have to see if his gloves are high or low, then send the signal to your hands to throw high or low in time before Nick punches you.
That's insane.
If you're playing with any input delay, this is practically impossible. The only way to have a real chance is to play on console with a CRT TV. Now, imagine
I
having to
hate
do that
CRTs.
at the very end of a record-paced run, after all the insane RNG from the first 15 fights. The pressure you're under in a situation like this is enormous. Nick can also switch his guard partway through, starting with his gloves high and bringing them low.
This is why you see a lot of people when they're getting towards the end of a run, like their heart rate increases. It's literally just to try and focus better. And some people like hit like stupid limits when it comes to their heart rate. It's absolutely insane. It's actually something like diabetics have to worry about because, hey, Nicole, there was, because of the increased heart rate, some diabetics have to worry about their blood sugar levels while they're speedrunning. It's insane. Yeah, I don't like it when my 32-inch TV weighs 100 pounds. Not at all.
Or vice versa. You have to react if he does that. And finally, if you do everything properly in Phase 1, well, congratulations. You have to do the exact same thing in Phase 2. Unless he randomly blocks you, in which case you have to get lucky and hope he lets you land 2 supers in a row. So, Zallard entered Nick Bruiser 4 seconds ahead of the record. If he was going to pull this off, he had to execute
See you later,
difficult
Zyra.
strategy
Thanks
in the
for dropping
game
by and
on
hanging
one
out.
of the best paces he had ever been on. Just
Oh,
don't
dear
mess up.
Lord. I wish he had a heart rate monitor.
You
With
gotta
the
be
counter?
fucking kidding me.
Not only did he hit the counter, but he did so on the first frame possible. A frame-perfect counter speeds up Phase 1 by a fraction of a second and allows for some wiggle room later on. One more phase, and the sub 250 would be his.
Hit the...
Oh, please. Stay down, you motherfucker. Yes! Yes!
That's a huge record. Let's
Yes,
go.
Dude. Get fucked, Super Punch Out.
Super Punch-Out had just been taken to a new level.
Sub
A sub
250.
250 was Zallard's ultimate goal, and in dramatic fashion, he had done it. With nobody close to him on the leaderboards, he felt
Huge.
safe to stop running the game. Mission accomplished.
How long till somebody steals it? This is a boo right now before somebody else joins the scene and destroys him. Not even like it's going to happen eventually. And I can't wait. Excuse me? What do you mean? He came back and just decided to drop another one in 2015. 9 sec. Oh dear lord. No, he lost the run off of that?
Nick threw his punch up, but Zallard missed the counter. It was on pace for a mind-boggling 240 with 2 fights to go, and a 243 into Nick. This wouldn't have beaten the record. It would have obliterated it.
That's insane.
Unfortunately, landing counters on Nick under pressure is one of the hardest things you can do. And this time, it was just too much for him. But what this run did do was prove how much time was still left to save. He saved almost 7 seconds combined on Bob Charlie and Dragon Chan, with just 1 dodge and the fast heal, respectively. There was also some time to save on Hoi. Getting a time around 10 seconds was reasonable. The real problem was getting all that to line up, then landing counters on Nick knowing what you're about to possibly do. But the potential was there. If not for a 240, then maybe for something more reasonable. On June 3rd, 2015, Zallard had a run that saved the 7 seconds early, but unfortunately, he lost most of that time on Mad Clown. Clown is yet another point of severe RNG in the run. There's a lot that goes into it, but a lot of what to look for is what happens right at the start. You begin by throwing 2 face punches and hoping they both land. If they do, you're in good shape for later. If he dodges, you're losing about a second, but if he blocks, you lose time there and in phase 2 since he gets a bigger health refill. If both punches land to start the fight, you can beat Clown in as low as 9 seconds. That's the best case scenario.
Nice.
An average standard Mad Clown fight is in the 12-second range. However,
3 second
if he
difference
really
is
wants
rough.
to screw around, it can get much worse. And on this particular run, Clown wasn't playing nice and Zallard missed the counter to waste a few seconds. A 16 on Clown is pretty rough, and most of his lead was eliminated. But an 11 on Hoi and a good Nick fight was enough for a solid record.
Wow, dude.
Betty says it's a
For
bad
real?
record.
For real, dude?
Just a few days later, Zallard would follow this up with another record, a 244. It was a nice time, but a frustrating run of give and take. He got a 5 on Bob.
The amount of speedrunners say this record sucks. It's mind-boggling because all they can focus on, all any speedrunner can focus on is the failures in the run and the points at which they can improve. And it's so freaking hilarious. Because, like, seriously, go to speedrun.com, just open up a random thing, and you'll see almost consistently within, like, the top 5 runs, someone saying this run sucks. I hate it. And it's so funny.
But it was immediately followed up with kicks on Dragon Chan. He gained several seconds on Clown, but lost a few on Hoi. But really, he was fortunate to get what he did. In Super Punch-Out, every fight from Mad Clown onwards can
Exactly,
kill your run
Squeezel.
just from luck
Never.
alone. That's 6 luck gauntlets in a row you have to get through. If one fails, you might have to reset. The game can take an incredible pace and make it look like dirt before you realize what happened. Take this run, June 10th, 2015. Everything was going right. Zallard had managed a 5 on Bob Charlie, a 7 on Dragon Shan from the low heel, and a reasonable 13 on Mad Clown. He was 3.5 seconds ahead, with more time to save later. He just had to make it through the next few fights. This is Super Macho Man, the last fight in the World Circuit. Zallard's Phase 1 strategy at the time was simple. Start with a gut punch, then counter him a couple times, throw a couple supers, and knock him down in the upper 6-second range. Macho can mess things up if he dances around, but more often than not, you should be good for a knockdown in the upper 6s. However, this fight takes a turn in Phase 2. You can get Macho to stay down for the second knockdown, but only if this knockdown comes within the following 3 seconds after the first knockdown. So, in this scenario, if your second knockdown comes at 7, 8, or 9 seconds, Macho will stay down for a KO. If it comes at 10 seconds or later, he'll get up and you'll have to knock him down a third time.
Uh-oh.
This mechanic is carried across many fights in the game. So, Zallard had to go for a very quick knockdown in Phase 2. He had to throw a low super, counter in the gut, then knock him down with another low super.
Oh, no, he got it.
If Macho moves around at the start, this strategy doesn't work. If Macho does any of his 3 exercise programs, this strategy doesn't work. The only way it works is if Macho stands perfectly still for the whole phase. It's possible, but not very likely. So, what did Macho do this time?
That's what I thought.
He lost more than 7 seconds. A brutal blow, but the run was still technically alive.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Next up, however, was Narcissus Prince, the most random fight in the entire game. Honestly, there's too many different things this guy can do to explain here. He can randomly block you, dodge you, give many different patterns, and much more. But he has the same KO mechanic as Macho, where if your second knockdown is within 3 seconds of your first, he typically stays down for good. With maximum cooperation, it's possible to beat Narcissus in the 10 to 11 second range. But there's so much that can go wrong. Anything under 15 seconds was considered a pretty good fight, but if Narcissus wants to waste time, he can make the KO impossible and essentially kill the run. And what sort of fight do you think he gave Zallard on this run?
Probably not the best.
Nice. Good shit, Narcissus. You're so good. Let's see here. What is that? 2173? 12 seconds. Nope.
Run over. A small mistake plus a lot of bad luck. In just 2 fights, one of Zallard's best paces ever was completely destroyed. He had just lost 16 seconds, largely...
Literally the same thing happens in freaking Fishing RNG's community center. Every time!
Due to no fault of his own. Because, you see, Super Punch-Out does not care about the runner. It doesn't care what pace you're on. It doesn't care how badly you want the record. It doesn't care how well you're playing. It can take away your run whenever it feels. You can be on the run of your life, execute everything perfectly, but if you get bad luck, it's game over. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So, 244 was where the record stayed.
The
More
game
months
is
went
cheating,
by,
exactly.
with no improvements in sight. Interestingly, in August 2015, a second person managed a sub 3 when Hootie pulled off a 253. But he was far from the record. Still, Zallard at least had a little bit of competition now.
Competition, let's go!
In September, Zallard did shave off another couple tenths of a second, but this wasn't the multiple second improvement he knew was possible. But on September 30th, he was gonna have a chance. A second behind the record, with 6 fights to go, Zallard entered Mad Clown, needing a good fight. He ended up with an 11,
Not
easily
bad.
good enough. On Macho, he got the good luck for a 10-second fight. Narcissus didn't mess around too much, and he was able to get the KO at 11 seconds. Suddenly,
Oh, that's a 3-second
Zallard was
save.
back in the lead.
Well, then.
Next up was Hoy, who we know can be just awful. But he got no ducks in phases 2 or 3. Yet another 11-second
Another 2
fight.
seconds. Let's
And
go.
Zallard was 2 seconds ahead, with 2 fights to go. This run was on pace for a 241, the type of run Zallard had been looking for years. But there's one fight I haven't told you about yet, because Nick Bruiser has a twin brother that comes right before him. This is Rick Bruiser.
The drama.
Rick is a really straightforward fight. There's no luck involved for the first 2 phases, and the execution isn't too hard either. You get him dizzy in phase 1, then use counters and supers in phase 2. That stuff's fine. But then there's phase 3. The entire fight is made or broken on the first punch of this phase. If this high super lands, you'll finish the fight at 11 seconds. If it doesn't, you're getting a 16, or in rare cases a 14, but more often than not, it's a 16.
A
That's
5-second
a
time
5-second
difference.
difference. Enormous
Not
for a game
okay.
like this. 5/8 of the time, the super lands. 3/8 of the time, it does not. That's all there is to it. A little over half the time, Rick Bruiser will let you through, but 3 times out of 8, he will destroy your...
Imagine being doing CC %. You're on the run of your life, and just 2 hours into the run, you get a freaking 10-minute time loss, and that can just randomly happen. Oh my god, it's literally the rabbit's foot. It's the rabbit's foot of the freaking game. Oh,
run. So, Zallard entered the fight 2 seconds ahead. A huge opportunity,
it's the rabbit's
but he
foot
had
of
the
punch
threat
out.
of a massive time loss hanging over his head. And what did Rick Bruiser do? Well, it's Super Punch Out, late on record pace. What do you think Rick did?
No.
So it's over. The run is dead.
No mercy.
Oh.
244 is where the record would have to stay. Zallard took a break for a few months, but still, there was no real threat to his record. Hootie was still the second place runner, nearly 10 seconds behind.
Samantha, come on,
So,
girl, you got this.
in early 2016, Zallard came back for more, praying he could get the last few seconds within his grasp. On April 14th, he had a run slightly behind with 4 fights to go. He had time to save against a 14 Narcissus split, and managed a 13. Hoy was another fight with time to save, and once again he squeezed out a second. So, Zallard was ahead going into Rick Bruiser. If he would just stand still and take the uppercut, he was gonna have a shot at the record. He needed the 5/8 luck.
We got it.
And he got it. Zallard was now 2 Nick counters away from a world record.
One more.
Let's go.
Yes! Yes.
9:30. Oh, he
Yes.
saved another
Yes.
0.5 of a second.
Finally, Zallard had lowered the record. This wasn't the god run he was looking for. Dragon Chan gave kicks, Clown gave a 12, and the special circuit could have been better, but it was still a 243. After this run, Zallard took a step back not only from Super Punch-Out, but from speedrunning as a whole.
By the way, I'd like to point out, Squeezel, yeah, the presentation in these videos are done so good. Notice this is 32 minutes in, no ads. He has never done an ad read because it takes away from the presentation. He doesn't do advertisements for anything. He doesn't do displayed. He doesn't do he just doesn't take money. He only gets his money from YouTube. By the way, the reason why you're not seeing like the actual YouTube ads is because I've got YouTube Prime. So you won't see an actual YouTube ad.
For a year and a half, he didn't do any runs, giving other runners a
YouTube
serious
Premium,
opportunity
not
to
YouTube
step in
Prime.
and take the record. But nobody did. Zallard remained at the top unchallenged, with the closest player still being Hootie. It's quite rare to have records undisputed for this long, but Zallard's mastery of the game was far ahead of anyone else's. Finally, 18 months after his 243, he went back to attempts. It was hard to expect a record right away, since it had been so long since his last attempts. It took some time to get back into it, but he eventually started getting runs deep. Still, nothing good enough for a record. But all of a sudden, on November 29th, 2017, Zallard found himself on this run.
Sir?
This is kind of stupid. Dude, if I get the K... There's no way I'm getting the KO, dude. No fucking way, dude. No fucking way.
Oh, let's go.
What is this? What is this
It's a
bullshit?
huge drop. He's 6 seconds ahead. That's a really good one. 1320 is not terrible.
Alright, Rick could totally fucking dodge me, and it could still be okay.
What? His heart rate's out of this world at this point.
I'm gonna miss, dude. I'm gonna miss. Fuck.
No. He threw it. He literally just stopped trying the run.
One of the toughest things to do in speedrunning is executing under pressure.
So we'll see you later,
Super
Slime
Punch-Out
Bob.
may
Thanks
be
for
known
dropping
for
by
its
and hanging out.
randomness, but even when the luck aligns, you still have to execute. And if you don't, you're gonna get punished.
Oh no.
Fortunately, after years of running the game, Zallard had become quite resilient, and a few months later, he had another run ahead into the special circuit, albeit not quite as far ahead. But suddenly, after managing a 10 on Hoy, the pace became much more serious.
Uh-oh.
A 6-second lead late in the run, just 2 fights to go, a huge chance for redemption. Wanna guess what Rick did in Phase 3?
No. The dodge.
Of course. Still, he led by about a second, and hit the counters on Nick for a small record.
That's it.
It wasn't what it could have been, but a 242 was still progress made. And on April 26th, he'd make even more progress. A 240.36.
Oh, the
Cutting
240
off nearly
barrier?
2 seconds.
How long till
This
we
was
break
the
that?
biggest improvement he had made to the record in nearly 3 years. But at the end of the run, Zallard didn't sound too happy about it.
Give me the
Shit.
unwinnable luck here, please.
Shit run.
Please. God fucking damn it, dude. Dude. Are you kidding?
Why was that? Well, despite the improvement,
Shit run!
this run could have been a lot better. On Mr. Sandman, he
told you.
mistimed a high super to lose 2 seconds. And on Hoy, he lost over 1.5 seconds from a mistimed low super. Had he not made those errors, this run would have finished at an incredible 2:36. But mistakes were made, and the result was a frustrating world record. Take a look at this timeline. This was all Zallard. He had set 16 records over the course of 5.5 years. This sort of thing is very rarely seen in speedrunning. A runner can sometimes dominate for a few years, but for it to continue for this long was pretty special. Zallard had eyes for a run in the 2:30s, but 2:40 was a seriously good time. And it was going to have to be good enough, as
We'll see you
Zallard
later, JP.
slowly stopped
Thanks for
playing
hanging out.
and didn't run the game for months. His 2:40 remained at the top unchallenged. But suddenly, in 2019, the unthinkable happened. A new contender began rising up the leaderboards. He became the second player to get a time under 2:50, and suddenly, he was just 5 seconds from the record. And he was going to try to do something nobody else had done before. Become the first Super Punch-Out single segment record holder not named Zallard 1. His name was Mystery Man 95. Mystery Man was a seasoned veteran in the Punch-Out series, running Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and holding the record in Punch-Out Wii. These games all require precise timing and rhythm.
I'm not
so
picking
it's no
up
wonder
Super
he was able
Punch-Out.
to adapt so easily.
I don't have a fast
But
enough reaction
there's
time.
one other thing to keep in mind about Mystery Man. He played on Wii U Virtual Console, meaning he had a few frames of input delay. Remember how you have to react to Nick Bruiser's guard? That's effectively impossible with input delay.
So he's literally doing it with just a 50-50
Mystery Man
shot.
had to just guess where Nick's guard would be and not react. This added a huge luck barrier to the end of the game. He'd usually have to correctly guess a 50-50 guard
just get a
position
freaking
twice in a
CRT
row,
TV?
once in phase 1 and once in phase 2. He'd need to do that to have any shot at beating Zallard's record. Fortunately, Mystery Man had some strategies to help on other fights. One was on Bob Charlie. The old strategy involved 7 punches in phase 1 where Bob could dodge any of them. Instead, he countered Bob on the 5th one and did the rest while stunning him. This cost about a second, but made it so that Bob could now only dodge the first 4 punches rather than all 7. He also did something different on Macho. By delaying phase 1 slightly to get the knockdown at a 7 instead of a 6, the KO window shifted up to 10 seconds instead of 9. You could then delay the first punch of phase 2 so that it intercepts if Macho hops to the side, making a KO possible in more situations. These strategies were both developed by Chambers, and Zallard did use them for his last few records, but not the majority of them. And Hoodie had figured out something additional on Macho, ducking into a left jab, right jab to start phase 1 to counter Macho if he dances at the start. So, Mystery Man had a chance to really put these strats to use and see what he could do. And in August 2019, with his personal best at 2:45, he was going to try to close the gap on one attempt.
Oh, let's go. More consistency early is insane for getting to later runs. I can understand why he's doing the, why he's okay with doing the RNG on the last one. It still sucks, but... Two 50-50s. Oof. Oh. Let's go! Is that a 230? Let's go!
There was a new king of Super Punch-Out, and he had done it by a
Wiggle
mile.
controls for the Wiimote.
Mystery Man himself didn't see this coming. A 236 demolished the record. The most incredible part of this run was the special circuit. It set a new standard. A 12 on Narcissus was a solid start, but a 9 on Hoy was incredible. He had a perfect phase 1 and just one duck in phase 2. Rick took the uppercut in phase 3, and he landed both counters on Nick. These were the types of special circuits you needed for a world record. You need great luck and no mistakes. And despite the input delay, despite the massive odds against him, Mystery Man had pulled it off at the end of a run. For the first time ever, the record didn't belong to Zallard 1. Mystery Man had ushered in a new era of Super Punch-Out speedrunning, as slowly, the leaderboard began to expand with more people attaining sub-3s. This was the type of competition Super Punch-Out had been missing for the last several years.
This is where Stardew Valley is right now.
There were 7...
Stardew Valley needs somebody to beat Habu to prove that it's possible. Because the moment somebody proves that it's possible, it blows up. He's got 500, 600 people watching him. If 3 of those people pick it up and get sub 3-hour runs, it's huge. There's huge competition. Like, it's just insane. And nobody's doing it because right now, nobody believes Habu can fall. Nobody believes anybody can beat Habu. And there's 7 or 8 minutes of time save on his current world record with the old route. And he's got 2 new routes since. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, yeah.
Runners with a time below 3 minutes. One of those people was known as Stock. Stock had a similar path to Mystery Man, slowly lowering his personal best before settling on a 245. This meant he was still 9 seconds from the record. But in August 2020, he would find himself on a remarkable pace. 10 seconds ahead of his personal best, and a second ahead of the record, going into Rick Bruiser. This was a 235 pace. And he was in position to take the record. He just needed Rick to stand still in phase 3.
Nope.
He did not. But thanks to his huge lead, Stock still finished with a 239. The second sub 240 ever achieved.
Oh my god.
Entering 2021,
2
Mystery
people pushed
Man's
him
world
down.
record was still on top, but the community was ever expanding. By February, 2 more players had achieved times in the
Fair
low
enough,
240s. Cranklinson and Mr. Mega. And the
Zallard
top
shaking
of the
in his
leaderboard was
boots.
getting quite crowded. It seemed
Stock's
inevitable
Canadian,
that
let's go.
someone was gonna break through. And on February 26th, Cranklinson was gonna have a shot at it. He fell
He's
behind
recording on
early
his
thanks
phone.
to a dodge from Bob and the slow heal on Dragon Chan. But from there, everything got better. A 9 on Clown, a 10 on Macho, and a 9 on Narcissus. 3
nine's
essentially
huge.
perfect splits in a row. A 10 on Hoy was easily good enough, and Rick took the uppercut. He was about a second ahead of the record going into Nick Bruiser. But here's the thing. Just like Mystery Man, Cranklinson played on Wii U Virtual Console. So, he too had to guess on both of Nick's counters. The odds were stacked against him, but all he could do was try. New world record, 235.68. Cranklinson had about as close to a perfect second half as possible. Specifically, these 3 fights were impossible to gain time on, at least with the strategies he was using. The major circuit lost him some time, but when combined with the incredible second half, it was easily good enough for a record. As 2021 continued, the leaderboards became more and more active. By May, 6 people had a time in the 230s. As incredible as Zallard's dominance was,
Where'd Zallard
he
go?
was now in 7th place.
Oh my god!
The level of luck you needed for a world record run was rapidly increasing. If you got a 12 on Narcissus, that suddenly didn't look so good compared to the 9 that was in the record. A few new strategies were worked out, particularly on Narcissus, but the biggest one was on Hoy. Craiglands had figured out a new Phase 1 that would ultimately give a higher chance for the 8-second TKO. Those fights would be crucial as the record was approaching the low 230s. In mid-2021, players Murakuma, Mr. Mega, Universe, and Fat Potato Seal would all have runs make it to the final 2 fights on record pace.
How long till Zallard comes back and steals the record once again? The redemption arc. We got 7 minutes left. Zallard's coming back, baby.
Sadly, in Murakuma's case, he made a mistake on Rick. And for the rest, they lost the run to Nick Bruiser. Especially at the end of a run, it was really hard to get everything to align. But players knew there was a little more they could get out of this run. With several people at the top trying, they knew that the God run could happen. A run where everything lines up. But the odds in a run like this were getting very low. At this point, likely 1 in several hundred. Was anybody going to take it below 235? On September 3rd, 2021, Mr. Mega was doing some record attempts, and he suddenly found himself on an incredible pace. A 6 on Bob, followed by a 7 on Dragon Shan and a 7 on Masked Muscle.
Oh, that's
3
huge.
fights in a row with perfect RNG. So far, this was essentially a perfect run. He lost a bit over a second thanks to a 10 on Clown, and got a 12 on Narcissus, but he could easily afford it on this pace. A little over a second ahead going into Hoy, now more than ever, he needed a good fight.
Let's go!
An 8 is a perfect time for Hoy. Rick Bruiser led his super through, and Mr. Mega was 3.5 seconds ahead into Nick Bruiser. This wasn't just world record pace. This was destroy the world record pace.
Is that
If there was ever a time to execute on Nick Bruiser,
sub
this
30?
was it. No
Or is
pressure.
that really low 30? No, that's like a 31.
First counter.
World record! World record, dude! Are you fucking serious?
Let's go.
Holy shit! Holy shit! 232! Oh my god, I can't believe my shit!
A huge world record from Mr. Mega. He had just shot himself from 5th to 1st place. This was the time the community had been looking for all these years. A run in the low 230s. Good luck nearly everywhere, and nailing it down on Nick Bruiser. It wasn't perfect, but the opportunities for time saves were extremely limited. Super Punch-Out had finally gotten the run it deserved. And that's where this video would end. That's where the story would end. But it doesn't. Look, I don't switch to first-person narration often, but I don't really have words to adequately describe what happened next.
Here it comes!
Because 8 days after Mr. Mega set this record, Fat Potato Seal did one of the craziest things I've ever seen. On screen is the running total of the odds of the run Fat Potato Seal was on. He answered the first major luck barrier in the game, Bob Charlie, and ended up getting a 6. A perfect fight with no dodges or blocks. He then fought Dragon Shan, and once again got perfect luck with the low heal. Masked Muscle also gave the best luck possible. He had gotten perfect luck through the first half of the game. he moved to the second half. On Mad Clown, he got a 9-second fight, the best possible luck. On Macho, he got the KO at 10 seconds, the best possible luck. On Narcissus, he got a 9-second KO. Technically a high 8 is possible, but a low 9 is essentially the best possible luck. On Hoy, he got an 8-second TKO, the best possible luck. Then it was time for Rick, and his random uppercut in phase
Dream
3.
is shaking in his boots.
Yes, he got the best possible luck. I've been making these videos for 5 years, and this run, I genuinely don't remember seeing anything like this in any other game. Other than half a second from Narcissus, on every single fight with significant RNG swing, he had just gotten perfect luck with his strategies. Not good luck, not great luck, perfect luck. Fat Potato Seal was on a 227 pace into Nick Bruiser. Just imagine the pressure in a situation like this. Knowing this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Your hands start to go numb. You feel your heart beating in your throat. Basic tasks become nearly impossible. And landing counters on Nick Bruiser is anything but a basic task. But he might never see this pace again in his life.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Oh no! A 35-30.
Pizza cake. Right on.
Oh. Oh.
It's hard to expect anyone to have actually pulled it off at the end of this run. Even Fat Potato Seal, one of the best players in the world. The situation he was in was unprecedented, and might not be seen
Misty
again for
calling him
months,
out.
years, or even longer. But still, it's a heartbreaking feeling.
Yeah.
It just goes to show, even when Super Punch-Out does give you the luck, it can still punch you right in the face. Over the years, we've seen all sorts of world records. Ones that seemed like they had no chance, ones that were on monster paces, and everything in between. This run's history isn't over yet, and this timeline isn't yet complete. We're just living in a moment of Super Punch-Out's history, and there's still plenty of history left to go. Thanks for watching.
Ah.
If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing and sharing the video with a couple friends. It goes a long way to help. Thanks.
Man, I love every single one of Summoning Salt's videos. Why? Oh, I'm not subscribed because this is my secondary channel. Or my the channel that I record and upload and stuff on it. Dear Lord. Summoning Salt. Also, no. Fat Potato. God, if you haven't, go watch the rest of his videos. Like, every single one of his videos after this one is huge. I started watching. Where did I start watching? I think it was Any Percent for Mario 64 4 years ago. Yeah, because I saw him go through all of the freaking Mario Kart world records, which I wasn't super interested in, but his content's just so good. Yeah, go watch his stuff. Go subscribe, like his videos. It's so worth it. It is so worth it. You will not be disappointed. However, like I said, most of these videos are 45 minutes to an hour and a half long. Where's like the really long ones? Wasn't there one that was an hour and a half? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're all like under an hour. Oh, the quest to beat Matt Turk is 59 minutes long. But yeah, no, all of them are, I guess, under an hour, but still, some of them are close to an hour long. Yeah, I can't wait for his next video to come out in 3 months' time. Anyways, I'm going to call it there.